And so you have to find that weird balance. And it has to do with, in some ways, with that weird balance between something like rigor and mercy, something like, focus and openness. Like it's like a dance that you have to play so that you avoid the dangers of either. Because because sometimes when I hear someone's like, just tell the truth, it's like, when I hear that, I'm like, well, and I know Jordan doesn't mean it that way, because Jordan is very thoughtful about the way, most of the time he's very thoughtful about the way that he tells the truth, because he knows that some truth can be said with a bad intention, right? And you know that if you're in a couple or in a family, it's like you can say things that are true, but that the purpose is still like the stab. Like you
can use the truth like a baseball bat.
That's right, exactly. And so there's this balance that happens between, and the thing about that is, like, because we talk about technology, we're kind of running around that, is that there's something about a face-to-face encounter and the looking someone in the eyes that mediates that, because the problem, I see it because I fall into it too. It's like on Twitter, for example, it's like you can say, it's like people coming after you. It happened to me yesterday. Some guy coming after me, and I'm like, dude, this guy's been coming after me for months. Like, he keeps poking me. And then I just like, I lose it. And I'm just like, then I tweet the thing. And it's like, like if he had been in front of me and we had been kind of arguing and we'd get heated.
You had your moment like in traffic where you turn to your wife and you're like, stay in the truck, and you grab your like tire iron and got out of the car. It was like,
yeah, exactly.
Someone stop Pageau. He's going crazy.
Yeah. So see, I wouldn't like that. That definitely wouldn't happen. And so that would be because I would have to face the person and then have to engage with them.
And then he's like 6'8", and that's it's like, oops, right.
That's the real reason, but you don't say it. But I'm just saying that there's something about, like, because you mentioned something earlier where you said these young couples, that they young people, that when they get into a fight, then they can't deal with each other. They go back on their own and they start texting each other in order to deal with it. It's like, man, it's such a scary spot, because texts are cold, right? They have that kind of coldness to it. Whereas when you engage with someone, there's like, you feel it. If you love the person you're talking to, if you're attentive to it, what you'll notice, I mean, at least I notice it in myself, is that, like, I get angry, and then I get angry and I kind of let it out a bit, right? But then I let it out a bit, but then because I love the person, all of a sudden, like at the edge of that, I feel some compassion for them. And that's like something about a fight, which can sometimes be useful. Yes. It's like you let it out, and then it's like, once you let it out, you see the effect of what you said on the other, and you're like, oh man, okay, so now I have to reel it back, because I love that person, and I don't want, although what I said is kind of true, and that's how I feel, it's not the extent of our relationship.
That's right. Unless you double down, right? Yeah. Unless you double down like the Pharaoh.